What's going on, guys? John here. We're back with another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. This episode, I believe, will come out on Saturday the 14th. I think it'd be the 14th. But I am recording this on Super Bowl Sunday because why not? I guess. Just felt like it. But yeah, so obviously it's like 1:15 when I'm recording this, so I'm gonna record an episode and then we're gonna watch a Timberwolves game. So yeah, we've got Boise State today. They're very good. They actually just lost last week, however, to kick them out of ranked or being ranked. I don't know who they lost to. Oh, they lost to Fresno State, who is also really good. Um, but we are projected to make a bowl game right now. We only need one more win in our last 2 weeks. Right now, we're projected to play Rutgers in the Citrus Bowl, Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Um, for those of you who are wondering, there are your playoff games. We'll just quickly look at the playoff bracket with what it looks like right now. You've got Nebraska, Texas, Georgia, Alabama. In this world, Dylan Raiola does not leave Nebraska, so of course Nebraska is better. Pittsburgh making it at 7-3. Yikes. All right, so there's that. If you guys cared, but it's time for Boise State. Boise State is a lot better than us, 20 overall, which is a lot closer than it has been the last 2 years, but at the same time, it's still 20 overall. So you can't expect much from me, but I'm going to try my best to get us bowl eligibility here. But it's 5-5 versus 9-2. Let's get into it. Boise State's offense takes the field, the blue field, as they're going to start with a first play run. That ain't no Ashton Genty. I'm not afraid of him. But I actually don't know if I actually ever ended up showing you guys at the end of last episode. Injury report, if you remember last episode, Malik Moon tore his labrum. He's out for 4 weeks. He's missing the rest of the season. So that means Walt Littlejohn is our #1 corner with how I've had it set up, which is very scary because, as you can see, he sucks really bad. Great tackle by Jaden Smith there, but I'm almost tempted to just put Walt Littlejohn in the slot because he's not good. I just don't trust him anywhere. As they're going deep, Malik Moon's burnt. That's a touchdown. And this is not going to go well, I fear. All right, the offense takes the field. LaMarcus Brewer got a bit beat up in the last game. We'll see what he has this game as he starts with a Bryson Jones catch for 5 yards. And man, Bryson Jones had a heck of a game. 234 yards, I believe. Also was a game where LaMarcus Brewer set the all-time season passing yard, or the season passing yards. Most passing touchdowns in a season for Alaska State, who has Central Michigan's records. So 29 is the record, and we still have 2 games. There's also a chance that Bryson Jones could pass the all-time, or not the all-time, but the receiving yards in a season record. If he gets, I think he needs 300 or 200 more. So it's completely possible. By the way, I think that just said Brewer had 306 passing yards last game, and over 200 of them were to one man. So in case you didn't know how important Bryson Jones was, that's how important he is. As Chris Leno is hurt. Leno, by the way, if you didn't watch last episode, had 2 holding penalties on the last drive on our first 2 plays, which led to us having a 3rd and 29, or 1st and 29 that we had to try and convert on basically our last drive. So, yeah, I was not very happy. I'm going to try and do my best to upset Boise State, but I will make no promises. There's Bryson Jones there, 8 yards. I think Brewer has all of his passing, not all of them, but most of his passing yards are to Bryson Jones, but that's normal. As it's 3rd and 2, handoff Jarian Parker, and he cannot get there. Roberto Boston is injured, and this is one where I don't think it makes any sense not to go for it. We're going to run it left behind Jermaine Houston. Jarian Parker 15 yards, rushing touchdown for Parker. He got perfect blocks, and we're going to tie the game up. Great first drive from the Bears. All right, so I've made a change to cornerback matchups. I'm going to try it by speed to see if that makes it any more well for us. Well, it's not the right word, but any nicer on us, as that's a nice completion for 5 there. But my goal is to make this game close. Even if we lose, I just want it to be a close game. Like, we don't get blown out by 30 like we have in the past. As Deontay Big Hill is going to make the tackle there and prevent a first down run, but it's going to make it 3rd and 2. And here I'm going to try and get pressure. We're going to send a blitz. We know their O-line's good. That's how they made Genty look so good. At least that's what the voters think, at least. Because let me tell you, Genty should have been the Heisman. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. But it is a first down. They just get the ball out right away. Both quarterbacks start out 4 for 4. The difference is one had 26 yards and one had 103. So there's Freddie Wayne, the hit. Jaden Hart is the running back. So now they got a different running back in. It's 2nd and 7. The run outside and breaking tackles and then falling over. It's a first down again, which is not ideal. I mean, we need to stop them. Okay, I don't like Walt Littlejohn being the deep guy. But there is Malik Moon. Great tackle, 3-yard loss. And that'll bring up a 2nd and long, which they'll probably run it and get the first somehow with Josh. Nope, not Josh Hart. Come on, throw it, test him. No. Easy first down. He just outran all of our O-linemen. Well, I guess that's what happens when you get to actual athletes to play on your team. 1st and 10. This will be the last play of the quarter. And he fumbles! Jaden Smith picks it up! Jaden Smith forces a fumble! And he's going to take it all the way for a touchdown! Jaden Smith! A fumble 6! And we're going to take the lead to end the quarter. And it was going to be if he made any sort of football move, it was going to be a touchdown. I user Jaden Smith. I'm like, I'm going to hit stick him. There's nobody else here. It was a one-on-one coverage or one-on-one matchup. And Davis tried to go through Smith. Make sure his knee's not down. Yep, that ball's out. Smith forces it, picks it up, and that's an 87-yard fumble 6 for Jaden Smith. That was a very clutch play from Jaden. They were inside the red zone. They were going to easily score if we didn't do anything there. And we got an amazing play from Jaden Smith, who last game, I'm not going to say it was bad, but he definitely made some mistakes that led to drives ending up in scores. Like he had a tip, he had a knockout that should have been a pick. He like jumped in front of another defender and knocked it away as it's 3rd and 4. But him making that play is huge. Because we've got to stop him here. This would be a great stop. And it's going to be a stop. George Okori with the sack. We're going to force a punt as Davis just couldn't find anything, tried to scramble, and Okori got to him. 1st and 10 for the Bears. We're going to go outside run Jerry and Parker, who is pretty close to 1,000 yards this season. I think he needs about 80 in the next 2 games, this game and the next one, to pass 1,000. In each of the next 2 games, I should say. As we're going to hit there. I had a man open, actually. It was Matthias Berger. I just didn't get the ball out in time. So now we're going to go another outside run to Jerry and Parker. And it's not going to get us the first. We're going to have to punt it right back. After back-to-back punts, now it's 1st and 10 for Boise State. Again, let's see what they've got. And they try a pitch, and Walt Littlejohn is there for the tackle. 2nd and 12 now. They're going to probably pass here, I would say. I don't see why they would run it here. Yep. It's a great catch. That makes it 3rd and 1. And now we're going to have to stop the QB sneak. Nope, we do not. Everyone jumped to the middle, and there was a wide open gap between the guard and the center. 1st and 10 now. Algier in the backfield. Actually, it might be Allgaier. I don't know exactly which one that is. I think it's Algier. That's actually Allgaier. Nah, it could be pronounced either way. I know there's NASCAR driver Justin Allgaier and the football player Tyler Algier. I don't know how Tyler spells it. Allgaier spells it Allgaier. Algier might be how that one's pronounced. So I'm going to go with Algier there. As it's now 3rd and 10 while I'm yapping about Tyler Algier. And this could be a big stop here. Going deep, testing Littlejohn. And Littlejohn bats it away. We're going to force another punt. All right, after 1st down, it's a rush for no gain. It's 2nd down. And we're going to find Brian Williams, who will go for 6. And that'll get us a 3rd and manageable, I'd say. It might not be manageable for us, I guess, but it's manageable for most teams. But we've got Jordan Houston. Houston with a nice spin, and he's going to flip all the way to the 46 as now Alexis Sanchez is down, holding his arm. That's not good. As Jordan Houston's really had a bit of a fall off compared to last season. Last season he had like 800 yards. This season, obviously, it's with the addition of Bryson Jones, so he's not going to get as many targets. Bruised elbow. But he's not going to get as many targets. But he really just has not been as good of a target for us in the first place. So we're going to go underneath Brian Williams. 1st down. Out of the 2-minute warning, it's 1st and 10. Going outside Brian Williams, who will make the grab, and you're going to get a roughing the passer call. Just chucking the ball away. Stan Wolfert will take the ball on the 28. I just need one open field rush with Jerry and Parker, and there's one, not really. Matthias Berger lost his block. And that leads us to a 3rd and 7. See who gets open. Firing for Bryson Jones, incomplete. We're going to kick a field goal and hopefully make it here. See what George Lincoln can do. Kick is up, and it is good. Lincoln drills it. We're going to take a 10-point lead as halftime closes in. 1st and 10 out of halftime. We're going to start with an outside run to Jerry and Parker, and that goes nowhere. Completely stuffed. That backwards rush leads to a 2nd and 11. They send a blitz, but we're going to have Jordan Houston open underneath for the 1st down. Jordan Houston's been fine. That's where we've been finding Houston the most. On those underneath little just escapes on like drag routes. He always seems to be open there as Parker goes for 4. We haven't ran any screen passes yet today. We'll see how this one goes. Bryson Jones has press coverage. We have to just toss it away. We've got blocks, but those blocks deteriorate very fast. Aiden Knoll does get the 1st down, though. Aiden Knoll is like our 2nd leading receiver right now, which I think is very funny. As that's a great rush from Jerry and Parker. Easy field flipping 1st down. He's got 76 on the day, which means he's getting closer to that century mark on the season. Firing, we've got Bryson Jones. He's got like top 5 in touchdown receptions. So, I mean, maybe we try and see if we can get him one. We'll see what I can do. He might break the receiving record for the receptions record too, because we are just finding the ball for him every chance we can get. As it's 1st and 10. There's Berger for 3. As let's see what this can give us. Maybe that pulling guard can get that. Linebacker Aiden Knoll will get the first. And that gives us inside the 10. And really, they've just not been able to stop us. That's what I've been noticing. As we've got our best blockers all on the left side. Jerry and Parker, his second rushing touchdown of the game. And it's going to be a 17-point lead. As this is a shocker here in Boise. All right, after back-to-back incompletions, it is 3rd and 10 for Boise State. The fans are stunned right now. They just do not expect this as they're going deep. And it's tipped away. We're going to force another punt. What a play, Tevin Daniels, to just turn around and bat it down. And we're getting the ball back. 2nd and 12 after a rush that went backwards. And who else will we go to but everyone's favorite screen pass master, Bryson Jones. I thought it was funny. I was looking at the awards projections, and we have a running back who's in the top 5 or so for running back of the year, as that's dropped by Bryson Jones through contact. And that running back is not Jerry and Parker, but Aiden Knoll. And it's, I think, because of how many receiving yards he has. The game just insanely favors receiving yards and running backs. And I mean, obviously, he does have a good amount of receiving yards. I think it's close to 800. But the fact that he is on there and not Jerry and Parker, who has almost 1,000 yards, I just thought it was hilarious just to see that. As we're just force-feeding Bryson Jones the ball right now. As it's 2nd and 10. Gonna go to Aiden Knoll. Gains 5 there. We're pretty close to field goal range. I'd like to get a little bit closer if possible. So why don't I just choose the longest developing play imaginable? We're gonna go Aiden Knoll. He's gonna get all the way down to 4th and 1. And I think we got to try it at least. We got 3 tight ends in, but it's QB sneak, and we're going to get stuffed. How is it always us getting stuffed on QB sneaks? I can't pinch the line or anything is the problem. Whenever they run QB sneaks, there used to be an option in Madden stuff. You could pinch the line, get all your guys closer. That does not exist anymore. If you look, I can't pinch the line or anything. It's just aggravating as they're going to have a wide open man on the left side. That sucks. But I'm not able to pinch the line unless that's coverage adjustments. As that's the 4th quarter, we're up by 17. Can we hold it off? I will say, though, if we end up somehow winning this game, this would be the biggest win in school history. Obviously, because we don't have a lot of wins, and all of our wins came in this game, or in this season. But, I feel like this is our actual most impactful win. It's a rivalry game against a team that's pretty good. I mean, they're 9-2. It would be to clinch a bowl game appearance. I feel like this would just be an insane win if we could pull it off. As they're going underneath, tackle him. He's going to get tackled 4th and 3, and that's going to force a field goal, which will make it a 10-point or 14-point game if they can make it. But we could block it, and that'd be pretty cool. He gets it off, kick is up, and it is good. Boise State will bring it within 2 scores, but we have a chance to just start burning clock. All right, 1st and 10. And I just threw a pick 6. What am I doing? I was hoping he could get it out quicker and just get it to him before the guy had already committed down there. As my alarm's going off for my laundry. But if I hand this off, Parker's going nowhere. If I take it myself, Brewer's getting destroyed. So I basically would have to throw it backwards, and I just was not able to. That's a touchdown. 2nd and 10 now, after a horrible incompletion from LaMarcus Brewer. We're going to get 7 with Parker. He's 3 away from 100. We need these 3 yards right here. Who do we go to? As Brewer and or Houston and Jones run into each other, we're gonna have to punt. I should have thrown it to Jones, probably, but I mean, I thought maybe go outside so that way we don't have to worry about potential of an interception up the middle. And sure enough, it's a brain dead throw because our guys are getting rubbed off of each other. So get pressure, man, please. Force an incompletion, but I think we just lost all momentum. Boise State's back in this game. As I'm switching onto the wrong people now. We've got to stop them here. I'm going to send this blitz. This, like, complete all-go blitz. Intercepted. Tevin Daniels. They tried lobbing it up. Daniels actually was going to stand behind the player, but I moved him up in front, and he makes the catch. We get the ball back. It's a bad throw. I don't know why you throw that. But now we've got to kind of just start getting our mojo back with Brewer. Just some easy gains, smart throws. As Aiden Knoll's going to get the first down on the run there. I think we just got to keep fighting. I'm not going to put on shoe clock yet, just in case I do something stupid again. But I'm going to go to Jones. That's going to be another 4. Bryson Jones has 10 receptions for 70 yards. It's one of the worst yards per catch things you'll ever see. As Brewer's going to have open field. LaMarcus Brewer. What a first down there. And now we've got some time to burn. I mean, I might call chew clock after this play. I probably should have called on that play. But we're going to go. Bryson Jones. What a catch. He threw up a prayer, got a pass interference, and the catch. We're going to be... I'm actually going to decline that. Give me the yards. Putting on shoe clock. And now we're going to be able to burn some clock here. We're in field goal range, which would make it a 2-score game. Parker is not going to get anything on first down, but now we've got the clock burning. I think they've got to do something drastic here. They've got to stop me. They left coverage. Bryson Jones, probably a safer option than running the ball as Brian Williams is hurt, which pauses the clock. So, Brian Williams, thank you for being so bad that you're stopping the clock. As now Jermaine Houston's going to go out and run a route. Bryson Jones, touchdown. The aura on this man is through the roof. It is a touchdown to put us up 3 scores again, and that may have iced the game. I don't know. What a player Bryson Jones is as he's doing the worm. He's got 11 catches for about 85 yards as Brian Williams bruises his ribs. Brian, you suck anyway. I don't want to see you anymore. 13 catches. I stand corrected for 113. What a game for Bryson. 1st and 10 for Boise State. What do they have here? They've got a big play there as we seem to be a little bit lost in coverage. As now we've got another one of these freaking hurry-up teams. Holland's on the wrong side of the field. So is Daniels. So now they're all trying to get him over to their spots. Yeah, they don't want to take no more hits. They're scared. Okay, call your audibles. Uh-oh, I'm stuck in man coverage. I do not like the turbo offense, is what I'm learning. So empty backfield. They can call different plays, but I can in different formations, but I cannot call any different formations at all. which I think is probably the dumbest thing they could have added. That's a touchdown. And it's back to 2 scores. I just realized I've been getting the score wrong this whole time. I thought it was us still up by 3 scores. No, it's we're only up by a score at the moment. So this is actually a really important drive for us. We have to we have to get the firsts here. Hand off Jerry and Parker. That's going to burn a timeout. We have to gain 4 yards here to ice the game. And what is our 4-yard play? Putting Bryson Jones on an out route. We're going to get sacked. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, but there was no one open. So it's going to be 2-minute warning. We're going to punt on 4th and 14. We've got 3 timeouts. They've got 1. But they also have 2 minutes to score. After Boise State had an amazing return, this blocked extra point is really going to be what it comes down to, isn't it? As they're going out, Jaden Smith's lost. They're going to get the tackle out of bounds. I can't stop them, which means it's going to come down to us trying to score a touchdown late in the game. I don't know why. I did not mean to dive there. He just burned an extra 6 seconds. Oh, boy. I don't see a way where we can stop him. We have to let him score, basically. Yep. Inside the 5. The play call I do doesn't matter anymore. I mean, our best defensive back has been out the whole game, which now puts us in a predicament of I don't know who to trust. But that's going to be a sack. I almost am tempted to call my timeouts because, like, if they do end up scoring, they're going to take a lead as it's incomplete. 3rd and goal. What do I even call here? 3rd and goal. They've got fullback in the game. It's caught. They're going to be at the 7-yard line for a 4th and goal. Game on the line here. A rivalry game, of all things. There's a flag. It's going to be incomplete. And it's a hold. Alaska State's going to pull it off. On the last play of the game, they have a hold that turns the ball over. And we are going to be able to run the clock out. They call a timeout. It doesn't matter. Victory formation's coming out here. Why are you not giving me victory formation? I can kneel the clock out. I'm winning, right? Give me QB kneel. Upset in Boise. Alaska State has pulled off a thrilling upset. The blue turf versus white ice war. That's what I called the rivalry. Give me a break, guys. Jerry and Parker had 2 touchdowns. What a game. They're really showing the play that was the second to last play of the game. Why are we showing that? Man, we were down our best defender, but the rest of the team stepped up. Almost choked it there. Really did almost choke it. LaMarcus Brewer, 23 for 30, 188 yards with the touchdown and that pick. Rushing, Jerry and Parker, he did not average great, but had 101 and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Knoll had 51. Brewer had 1 yard after his really good rush. 113 and a touchdown for Bryson Jones. 35 for Jordan Houston. 15 for Williams. 13 for Berger. 12 for Knoll. 12 tackles for Jaden Smith. He did amazing today. TFL is for Augustus, Carter, Wayne, Akori, Littlejohn, and Moon. Sacks for Augustus and Akori. Pick for Tevin Daniels. 2 pass deflections for Littlejohn and 1 for Daniels. The forced fumble and recovery for Jaden Smith. That went for a touchdown. Wow, we are bowl eligible. Our biggest win in team history. Man, as Bryson Jones has set the Alaska State single season receiving touchdowns record. What a performance and season from Bryson Jones. 14 touchdowns. He's just had an amazing game, or amazing season. He's just been so good. And now we are bowl eligible, so we get to actually play in a bowl game. I wonder what our conference standings look like after we just beat the best team in the conference. We're going to be 5-3 in the conference, which is actually the second best, wins-wise, at least. If Fresno State or San Jose State end up winning one more game, they'll jump us. But, I mean, that puts us in the top half by a long margin, wide margin. I mean, we've got the most points for, the most points against. Solid point differential. I mean, we're just kind of mid. We're 500 at home, barely over 500 away. Fresno State, by the way, 5-game win streak. You've got to be kidding. That's insane. But we're going to sim to next week. And Fabule is visiting this week, and we are second on Dexter's board. I think we have, I'm guessing Bryson Jones or someone. Nobody will get player of the week. Wow. That's impressive. But we've got one more game left this season before our bowl game. I'll do a quick check to see what bowl game we are still projected at. Is it still the Cheez-It, the Cheez-Its one? No, we are now, oh gosh, we're going to die. We're projected to be in the Holiday Bowl against number 14 Clemson. So literally one of the first teams to miss out on the playoffs. And we are going to be facing them, potentially. Maybe we just tank this game, lose intentionally, and yeah. Yeah, maybe we just intentional lose. Like, Penn State, I guess, could have been another bad one we could have faced. Or, like there's a lot of good teams that aren't going to make it. Florida State. But, yeah, so that'll do it for this episode. I've got a basketball game I'm going to go watch now. And actually change my laundry. If you guys enjoyed this episode, though, it's a fun one. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.